One of the people I reported to the FBI has gotten raided. The second picture is probably why this happened.
Right to bear arms my ass. Founding fathers ain't think of this bullshit. But give me one of these, I promise you Chibi reviews will be on the receiving end.
If he isn't lying about the FBI showing up, hope this is a lesson to everyone. The third picture is proof that it happened from Yex himself posting it in Discord that he got raided. You can't make threats like that and get away with it. Actions have consequences, and words can be used against you in court as well, by the way.
The FBI is actually getting involved now. Good morning, everyone! You guys might remember one of my last videos being about the hate and harassment that Chibi Reviews was getting and how it was piling up to the point of getting the FBI and Department of Safety involved. I like to cover the story, not because I'm a fan of Chibi, but because it's insane coming across a drama where actual law enforcement gets involved. And despite Chibi's weird anime taste and jokes, I think we can all agree that nobody should be getting this level of hate and threats. In this video, you see how that Twitter user in the intro was getting visited by the FBI. I'm not sure how far they got investigated, but regardless, it's safe to say that the agents did not find his joke that funny. Right, so I remember leaving off from this point, we said having breakfast, and him celebrating that he had no harassment in 8 months. Wow. And then fast forward, he was still making some more anime tweets. Fair enough. And I think at some point he made some other. No, actually, hold on, yeah, there we go. I get it, if it was one thing I have to criticize Chibi for, for his tweets, is that they're all so fucking cringy. Like, what's this one? Here's some dandelion fan that you start your day. Don't let people gaslight you thinking it's a bad thing. When season 2 drops, we won't have to wait much longer. I don't watch Dandadan, but I'm pretty sure that character in the picture is a high school girl. Whatever, just saying. Fucking, and more, wow. Let me think your timeline real quick. Great fucking shit, whatever. Right, there was a video I want to pull up real quick before I can do the main stuff of the fucking FBI getting here. I think at some point, he was so down bad or just, unhappy, they took a walk to the forest. Here it is.
Nature, What's up, everyone? Hopefully all of you are having a fantastic day today. As you can see, I'm out in nature. The rapids are going pretty fast after the rain. I'm in the middle of...
I don't make fun of him. I would make fun of him 100%. But you can tell a guy is down bad if he's taking a walk through the forest. That's a real sign of struggle. Or wouldn't you feel better? Just saying.
Nowhere, as you can see. Completely green. A lot of water. I tried to cross this, by the way, over here. But I couldn't cross it because the actual water is going over the trail. So I can't get back to this waterfall to be able to see it because it's way too dangerous. But yeah, I discovered this about a week ago, this trail here.
I don't care that much at all. Right, so the main meat of the story, right, is the FBI apparently finding one of these grifters, against them. One of these rats harassing him. Well, there was a tweet, if you scroll back up, it was one around, down here, the most recent, about 5 hours ago. And he said, one of the people I reported to the FBI has gotten raided. The second page is probably why this happened. If you're lying about the FBI showing up, hope this is a lesson to everyone. The third page is proof that it happened from Yex himself, posting in the Discord that he got raided. You can't make threats like that and get away with it. Felt it was important to respond to this. So this is the person, right? And to be 100% clear, right? I believed initially that was one of those people that was sending him harassment, sending him hate, and also trying to dox him potentially. But from what I can see, it's just someone making a very poor taste joke. It was this one, this first one saying, right to bear arms, my ass. Founding fathers ain't sick of this bullshit. And it's an automatic Glock, very scary. But then, they just said randomly, but give me one of these, I promise you, Chibi Reviews will be on the receiving end. What a bizarre threat, that's very random, but you ought not make a random threat on Twitter, especially, if people can find you that easily. Just saying, my opinion. But I guess from there, Chibi reported him to the FBI and they actually showed up. Now you're kidding. Say you switch your god, brah. And then a letter from the FBI, special agent, New York field office, dropped it in this, but it gave me the business card. My god. Although bear in mind, right, the phrase of just saying the FBI showed up doesn't really mean much. They might have arrested him, they might have just gone there and done nothing, but that's really it. I'm not sure if they raided their house, because all they did was make one bad tweet, a very friendly one, but a very minor one as well. Just saying. I'm not sure if they actually, rated them completely. I mean, if I could see like more DMs from this person, from EX, I can probably verify it, but that's really it. That the FBI went to them. To be fair, right? The FBI, have gone to people's houses for much less. Just saying, and people were saying, unsure whether it's true or not. Him saying the Gen press makes it feel like half Ranrick is true head FBI as troll post, and just saying, and more proof. What did he say to deserve being reported to FBI? Look at the second picture. Yeah, we know the second picture. We're saying, glad you're getting justice, man. Thank you. I mean, in my opinion, right, like, if I was Chibi in this situation, right, and I'm getting some crazy people, harassing me, trying to dox me, I would go after them. I'm not sure about like the history of this person, Yex. They might be a psycho for all I know, but like if they're making like a minor tweet, they're making like a threat, right? I'll probably have like bigger fish to fry, the more insane people, harassing me, trying to fucking like leak my address. I'll be more worried about that. I mean, again, if he wants to report them, fair enough, right? Because this shit, very bizarre, joke. It might be like tiny joke, where it's you have the right to feel threatened by that. Completely 100%. And after that, right, the guy, sorry, not that one, the guy, Yex, came back again to be like, fuck you and your pedophilic dog-ass fan base. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. And then what was it? It's like, oh yeah, the same tweet I just read. And they blocked the replies to only people that Yex, follows or mentioned. And that's really it. My god. Actions have consequences and words can be used against you in court as well, by the way. Oh shit, wait, is he gonna sue them? Okay, I'm just saying, just Chibi, right? You're probably not like the smartest move to sue them. I mean, they made an awful tweet, right? Like you can report them all you want, but you sue them, Oh, I think it means more like in a criminal case, in a criminal court. That would make more sense, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that looks very bad on you. I mean, like, rule number one, right? Don't make like, jokes like that, where with an air of, of threatening a person to shoot them with an automatic pistol. Don't do that, right? And furthermore, don't stoke the flames, to get even worse by, talking about the person more, saying fuck you, and calling the fan base pedophiles. I mean, to be honest, again, I don't want to offend Chibi Reviews and his fan base, because they make some very weird jokes. I can't get behind them at all. But in no way, shape or form, right, do I believe that people, should go after Chibi and, his fans by trying to threaten them, harassing them, and dox them. That's insane, right? Just leave them to their own doings. And if they make one very bizarre saying, call it out. Don't harass them, Don't fuel the flames to be much worse. Just saying. And I'll finish up the video. I mean, that's really it, right? I'm glad for him, right, that he's gonna he can fight back to the harassers, trying to friend him, to shoot him. That's good, right? But I'll finish up real quick. He mad lol. Well, they definitely not talk to a lawyer. Archive that post. If they got any legal counsel at all, they will be told to not engage at all, directly or indirectly. They likely just gave the FBI a nice case all tied up neatly with a bow in the interview. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, right? But like, how far could I really go? You making like a single tweet, saying you're gonna shoot somebody. I mean, he didn't say it directly, right? But like, it was very on the nose, right? I was saying this is why there needs to be legislation saying that legitimately produce live action porno. What? Fuck, I'm not reading that. Fuck that. And I saw getting people suspended was a power move. This is a Giga W. Lock replies, what a pussy. What? Of course, they haven't talked to a lawyer. They're unemployed. What? And can't afford shit. Living in New York. True, they're so cooked. Dork? Who uses dork as part of an insult? Well, besides the normies that bullied you for liking anime years ago. Okay, I don't want to defend the harassers, right? But when it comes to Chibi Reviews, he drops some weird fucking jokes, about anime and about young fictional characters. So I can't defend that, right? I think some people have a valid reason, to dislike Chibi. That's completely fair. But some of them go way too far, trying to dox them. That's like completely unwanted. I would say they truly can't stop telling on themselves, wow, it looks like we need Chibi Reviews to put the entire SWAT team on the entire friend group. I'm gonna click on that, fuck that. Hoodweeps are people with serious mental retardation. What? Guess some people don't learn Lamau. Like, these are all very gay, fuck this shit. Again, I wish the best, for Chibi. I don't wish anyone to get harassed at all, right? And I hope they can find the actual help to, negate these people, to fight back, to not get harassed, or have the fucking address leaked at all. That's awful. But like I said before in my last video, right? If you're making some very weird jokes on Twitter and some very gay anime jokes as well, you probably ought to stop that. like, if that's a major reason for you being harassed on Twitter, then you know, put a break on it, you know, tone it back a tiny bit. Because some of his tweets are fun, you know, like he has pictures of like his breakfast, his dogs, that's right. But then he posts like, you know, weird fucking jokes. And like that's only for his Twitter, right? I have no idea what he says on his actual videos. They might be suspicious. I have no idea. But like, even then, right? If people are going after you, just tone it back a second and maybe, you know, rework your jokes, you know, or rework your humor to be less fucking cringy, you know, less suspicious, because that would solve most of the harassment, in my opinion. I mean, normally I would be like, you know, oh, don't change yourself, you know, to get less hate. But in this situation, right, where he's making very gay tweets, you know, and some suspicious stuff, right, I would say, yeah, change that shit. It will help you so much more. Just saying, in my opinion.